Rebel Angels by Libba Bray. Libba! Book review for Rebel Angels. There's Gemma on the cover. This is the second book in the Gemma Doyle trilogy. This is mostly spoiler-free. All the spoilers will be pretty minor spoilers. Okay, here's some minor spoilers for the first book. The first one is called A Great and Terrible Beauty, and it's about Gemma Doyle, who is a 16-year-old girl. Her mother gets killed in India while they were living there, and then afterwards she gets sent to England to go to this English boarding school called Spence Academy for Young Ladies or something. It's set in the Victorian age in England in 1895. Gemma is still at Spence, and it's still her first year at Spence. So she had to like smash these runes in the first book, and then so that released magic. The magic is released in the realms, and she has to go to the temple to bind the magic, you know, because the magic is just floating around. It's just in the air, you know, people are just swallowing the magic. They're just taking the magic for themselves, and, you know, we can't have that. Because there's, like, good reasons that she can't share the magic. It's because they did that before. Yeah, and it didn't really work out very well. I read the first one, and I was really unsure if I wanted to keep reading with this series. I even really liked it very much. I had to just go and read the second one, so I did. And it was a good decision. It was one of those good choices. If you are not sure if you should read the second one, you should read it. It's a lot better. It's like 100 times better than the first one. You could say it's a big deal. There's a lot of mystery in this one too. Lots of mystery that keeps you on edge. Now that I finished the second one, I'm actually really into the series, and I really want to get my hands on the last one. It's called The Sweet and Far Thing. It's very thick. The first few pages are from Kartik's perspective. Things get pretty tense in the first few pages. A love triangle starts to form between Gemma, Kartik, and this new male character named Simon Middleton. You can tell me if you like him in the comments below. I don't really fancy Mr. Middleton. The Victorianness of this book is really spot on. Like, Libba Bray did her research. There's way more fantasy elements. There's like all sorts. There's like talking boats, goat dudes. Who doesn't love a goat dude? Mr. Tumnus! Hello? There's even like some fantastical / creepy elements, which is really fun. But not the kind of creepy where it'll keep you up at night. The kind of creepy that'll just, you know, keep you flipping the pages. Leave your sleep undisturbed. I don't really like Anne. She just seems so hapless. I really want her in the next book to just, you know, just take charge of something. Just do something, please. I realized that, like, the whole plot is actually a lot more complex. Like, the first book doesn't really show that, but this one really shows, like, how it's really a lot more complex. They go to the East End of Victorian London. And as you well know, it's pretty much the ghetto during the Victorian age. And you know, every time they go to the East End, there's always going to be something with drugs. And somebody dragging somebody out of something else. And there's usually like some kind of like goblin over there. She's also coming out with this new series in a couple of months, in September, I believe, and it's about flappers in the 1920s, like magical flappers. It's called The Diviners. Totally gonna get my hands on that. Definitely continue reading with the series. If you read the first one, you don't know if you want to read the rest, read it. It gets way better. Mrs. Libba Bray has been holding out on us. That little stinker. Read it. Read this, guys. What more is there to say?